What's up, Vol Nation? It is the Talkin VAWLS Crew back with another video. My name is Boogie Bentley.
I'm Balls JP.
And I'm Dauber. What's happening?
We are here because bowl projections, predictions, rumors are swirling. So we're trying to get that content out as quick as possible. Fellas, the rumors, it seems almost all but confirmed. I've seen it everywhere. It looks like the Vols will be in Music City for the Music City Bowl on Monday, December 30th, 4 p.m. in Nashville, Tennessee. The rumor looks like Louisville. Dauber, opening thoughts. Disappointed? Kind of?
Maybe a little bit. With the way the season started, starting out 1-4, man, just making a bowl game is a good goal, a good way to end the year. But the way we ended the year, the streak, winning 5 straight, the momentum and how this team's playing, yeah, Music City Bowl is a bit disappointing.
I always look at it. Music City Bowl seems like the bottom of the barrel for the SEC. It's Music City Bowl or what? The Liberty Bowl in Memphis. It's like those are the two. If you're 6-6, you expect to go to. But
right.
When you're 7-5, and like you said, finish hot, you expect, like we talked about on the show, you expect one of those Florida bowls. What about you, JP? Disappointed? What's the benefit for Tennessee here? I know we talked a little bit of money off air.
Yeah, supposedly that's one of the benefits, but I'm not sure how much more that it is. I mean, there's, I think it's about $2.5 million more, but all of the teams share in that money. So, not only is Tennessee going to get more money, but I mean a little bit, but the whole conference is. But somebody from the SEC is going to go play in the Music City Bowl. So. I guess my biggest downer with it, and I'm not taking anything away from Louisville at all. And they may have, if that's where Tennessee plays and that's who they end up playing, I'll say it right here: Louisville may wax the field with us, but Louisville does not do anything for me when it comes to football. I'm sorry. I guess that's where I'm disappointed more is for the last 2 or 3 weeks, everybody was saying, oh, we're going to Florida and there's possibility we're going to play Michigan. There's possibility we're going to go play Minnesota, who's been in the top 10 this year and all that stuff. And then at the end of it, Louisville, I guess that's my biggest disappointment with it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Nashville is a great town. It's, it's growing. It's close. The in-state recruits and, all of those kids will be able to, maybe come and watch the game. So for recruiting purposes, I think, especially in-state, I think that it's great. Evidently, from what we've been hearing, that there's a lot of people within the athletic department down there that's been pushing for it. So maybe overall it might be better for the football team. I think it's the fans that are down on it, because when you go to a bowl, you expect it to be like a vacation type thing. You can travel, and I understand that Jacksonville is not South Florida. So we're not going to go down there and it be probably 80 degrees. So I understand that too, but I do think that the fan base is probably going to be more disappointed. However, you have to think of it also, we heard even Garantano and some of the players say that it's going to be really nice to finish strong and get to a Florida Bowl. We heard that come out of their mouths. It does make me wonder, is there going to be a letdown?
Yeah. Yeah, because in some of it, talking about Nashville and it being a good city, dude, I love Nashville. But I saw somebody on VolQuest comparing it to Dollywood for people that live in Tennessee. It's freaking Dollywood, but people travel from all over the country to go to Dollywood. And so maybe it's hometown. Maybe it's because we're so close that it just doesn't feel special. But even still, throw the city, the town, the atmosphere, everything out the window. I just associate Music City Bowl with teams that squeaked by and got in. Tennessee finished so hot. And I agree with what you said, JP. It's hard to get up for this Louisville game because of all the rumors and who Tennessee could possibly play, who we were excited for. Freaking Kentucky's little baby brother. That's what we're supposed to get excited for. And maybe it will be good. Maybe this team finishes with another win, carry the momentum into next year. How important is it to win this bowl game versus to have more of a showcase matchup?
Well, go ahead, Dauber.
I think the win is important. the thing to me that is most important about this, it's irrelevant where we go, honestly. It's the extra practice periods that we're getting. That's what this team needs right now. The actual game is just icing on the cake. And yeah, there are pluses to a Florida Bowl game versus the Music City Bowl. But I mean, overall, all the games are on TV. All the games are, big time. They're going to be covered. The thing that I would look at, if it is Nashville and Louisville's a 7-5 team, but we've talked about it before on this show. They're in the ACC.
Yeah, big difference in the records.
Who else is in the ACC?
Clemson. That's it.
Clemson, maybe Virginia.
You watched any of that game last night?
Yeah,
they didn't belong in that. And
you look at a common opponent. Louisville's last game of the season. They got
throttled
by Kentucky, 45-13. So yeah, it is kind of one of those games that you look at and it's hard to get excited for, but that's not necessarily the point. I think big picture, we got to look at it. It's irrelevant. I want them to go to wherever, and I want them to beat whoever. But this team, we've said it all year long. They've not played a complete and full game. They need this practice. They need this time to continue to develop and improve.
Does the Louisville game scare you guys at all? Looking at their statistics, they run the ball pretty well, but again, we're talking about the ACC here. We're not talking about the SEC. They have no defense whatsoever. 107th in the country in total defense, giving up over 200 yards a game. And when you look at some of these scores, man, Wake Forest 62-59. Is this basketball or football? They don't play any defense. Miami put up 52 on them, and I know Tennessee struggled to move the ball. But I like their odds playing this Louisville team. But on the flip side, JP, are they going to overlook, because it's not a Florida Bowl and it's Louisville?
Well, this team shouldn't, with the way that they started. But again, we're talking about 18 to 22-year-old, young adults here, and you just never know what's in their mind, what's in their thought process with that. I hope that they come out and they play in front of the home state crowd in Nashville, if that's where it ends up, and I hope that they absolutely wax the field with them. But there is concern there. There is concern on my end that this is going to be a letdown for that football team, just like that it is perceived to be a letdown for many of the fans. And that's the problem when you start talking about all of this stuff leading up to these 2 and 3 weeks out, talking about, Tennessee's got a chance to go to the Outback Bowl. The discussion with that and the possibility of even playing a Wisconsin or a Michigan again. And then it's like Louisville. I mean, that's my thoughts on it. And also, I almost feel like that Tennessee needs and better win this football game. If we went down and we played a Michigan or something and Tennessee got beat, I think that it would be looked at, Tennessee rebounded. They made it to a bowl game. They just played a better team, or they got outplayed. But now you're playing Louisville, who just their last game got absolutely waxed by Kentucky. And then if we go there and we lay an egg, I think it could end up hurting us.
Yeah. It's going to look bad. But I don't know.
I agree with all that. But the one thing that I give this coaching staff credit for, you look at the UAB game. You look at all the games after the way the season started. I think they used that as a teachable moment, as a learning moment for the coaching staff themselves. I don't think that they will take whatever game it is, whatever opponent it is, lightly. I think they're going to game plan. And we've seen what Pruitt and Ansley can do to set up a game plan defensively, and Chaney with his adjustments that he made with all the quarterback rotation and everything that went on the later half of the season, I think this staff will be well prepared, and they'll do their jobs to keep the kids from having a letdown on the field.
Well, statistically, Tennessee should be able to move the ball against this team. Jim Chaney should be able to put a game plan together. Guys, we're going to find out within the next hour or two exactly what bowl game Tennessee is going to, but everything looks like the Music City Bowl against Louisville. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Are you disappointed? Do you have the Music City Blues? Let us know. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're going to bring you as much content as possible. Maybe we just decided today, we decided 30 minutes ago to do this. Maybe we're going to bring you more mini podcasts like this, 10, 15-minute thought from all of us. Dauber dropped a video earlier today. It's kind of covering the whole season. Make sure you go check that out. Be subscribed to the SMB Network. Hit the bell for notifications. For Vols JP, for Dauber Greer, my name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
God.